Hi everybody, welcome back to the kid-friendly video channel. If this is your first time here, you're going to be in for a surprise because we're taking cars from Pixar Cars and we're painting them different colors. These are all die-cast custom cars from Mattel, and we're turning them into other cars. Look, for example, here is Zebra painted the King, and Zebra painted Sir Miles Axelrod. Mater, back here is Zebra Mater, and then we also have Sally here, turned into Mrs. Santa Claus, and Lightning McQueen is what do they call them? Lightning Claus or Santa McQueen, I forget now. But anyway, what we're doing is we're taking all kinds of cars, especially from Cars 3, and we're turning them into customs. Like, here is Ramon, painted as the one I did yesterday. This is Liability with the big exhaust pipes. Thanks to the person who wrote that comment. I didn't know what they were, but they are exhaust pipes. Of course they are. I was thinking they were intakes for the engine, but it makes more sense to have the exhaust coming out the roof. The engine would be very loud, and you wouldn't have to worry about getting broken in the demolition. And over here we have a Fairgame. This is a taxi. This is actually Mustangburger converted over. Look, the stripes coming off. And we have Dr. Damage, used to be TJ. And look, if you can tell me who that is, I know most of you guys have watched this video. No, this is Finn McMissile, painted as Chimichanga. And so we had some other customs too. We have a regular Jackson Storm painted up as Next Gen Lightning McQueen. That came pretty cool. Then we took the opposite. We took Lightning McQueen, Cars 3, and made him into Jackson Storm. And of course, I want to show you this car. This is the car that started it all. Primer Lightning McQueen from Cars 3. One of the scenes at the opening, when Lightning got in his big crash, showed this guy here, Primer McQueen, and because of him, I've been painting all these cars for the last few months. Like, here's another car here. This is Bill from the Demolition Derby, and APB. Do you know what that is? That's Boost from the Delinquent Road Hazards. We have all the cars here. We even have DJ still in primer color, not painted yet. I'm looking for an idea. And we have Sig Alert. This is actually Ramon. Sig Alert from Cars 3. High Imp. Oh, this is Pushover. That's actually Leakless. Look at them all bent up. Look at the jaws. That's cool. And let's see. We have a Sally over here. This is Patty. Demolition Derby set Patty. And we have, let's see, High Impact. That's Chick Hicks. See the grill? But anyway, what we're going to do today, folks, if you're not aware of what we're doing, we have a bunch of cars here. We call them Fabulous Cars. This is Fabulous Jackson Storm in honor of Doc Hudson, who is the fabulous Doc Hudson, see? And we have Fabulous Mater. That came pretty good. We even have Fabulous Dusty from Planes. Remember him? And over here we have Fabulous Lightning McQueen, but he's the wrong color. Yes, we're going to paint him again the right color pretty soon. And we have Fabulous Cruz Ramirez, number 51, in honor of Doc Hudson. And I've been promising this for the last while. I'm going to make Fabulous Miss Fritter today. This is going to take a lot of work, a lot of paint. I'm going to prime the whole thing first with primer gray. I'm going to try and not cover up all this stuff here. I'm going to cover just some of it. I'm painting the wheels red and the tires black. There'll be no more of these wrenches in there. And I'm going to put number 51. Actually, this is number 58, and number 58 is actually the age of the person who did the voice in Miss Fritter. That's where the number 58 came from, if you didn't know. I'm going to try and keep some of it the same, like the smile and the eyes got to stay the same. I might paint these horns yellow or black. I don't know yet, but it's going to be pretty mean looking. And it's going to take a while, so sit back and enjoy the show. First thing I'm going to do is get out the primer paint and prime Miss Fritter right off the bat. Okay, we got our primer paint here, and we got our paint tray. Let's see if I can get that set up better. There we go. And our primer paint is just simply dollar store paint. I show everybody the same thing. Just paint to get a dollar store, and I'm gonna put a big pile of it right here. It's gonna take a lot of paint to do Miss Fritter, so we're gonna see how it goes. If I have to change brushes, I will. But I'm gonna paint everything actually, the whole, except for I'm gonna try and leave some of it not painted, like this metal here if I can, and see how it turns out. I have to paint the tires and wheels and everything. I want this all perfect primer gray. Then we'll get a few pictures of it. Actually, I want to keep those pictures for my oh, right off the bat I put gray paint on that. I wasn't going to paint it. Oh well, I'll have to paint it anyway, folks. Here goes. Cover the whole thing up. I want to leave that open. But, live and learn. Things change on the fly around here. I'm going to get the nice dark blue paint out, same as I put on the other ones yesterday. Mater, I did Mater. And that came really nice. Custom Mater. And for some reason I used the wrong paint on Lightning McQueen. I must use a different color. It doesn't even look close to the right color as Doc Hudson. So we're going to do that over Sunday just as a filler for one of the videos while one's dry, and we're going to paint it. I'm going to paint the whole thing. We'll do this right. We're not going to leave anything on it. I'll even paint the bumpers black. Something that look pretty cool. And all I want to do is keep the eyes and the smile. Okay, I'm not going to mess that up. It's taking a lot of paint, folks, so it's going to take a while to dry. And then we'll start with the blue. And I know I've been promising Miss Fritter for quite some time, and it's gonna be Saturday when you're watching this. This is like Friday right now. I have this all done today and get it up there tonight. So 8 o'clock in the morning, wherever you live, or 9 o'clock, or 7 o'clock, or 2 in the afternoon, you'll be able to watch Miss Fritter. Okay, let's turn this over. I'm gonna do the tires and wheels too while I got this up here too. So everything's gonna be painted. Now, look, I was gonna leave that, but you know what? It's not worth it. I'm just gonna do it this way. It's easier. I want to leave the stop sign though. That I'm leaving. I'm going to push that out of the way. I don't want to cover that up. Miss Fritter has to maintain the stop sign. And I might put 51 or I might put 58. I'm not sure yet. I know on Lightning McQueen, it's Fabulous Lightning McQueen number 95, but Lightning has a number 95. And so does Miss Fritter. Mater didn't have a number, so I put 51 on Mater. Remember? That's in honor of Doc Hudson. Yeah, this is going to be the hard part. I don't want to get any on the eyes. Okay, here goes. So far, so good, folks. I missed the eyes. Well, thanks folks for watching the video today. I put up Liability. It's getting lots of views. Thanks very much. Actually, it'll be tomorrow when you're hearing this here, so it doesn't matter. And thanks for watching all the videos. Some of you guys never missed them. I really appreciate that. And some of you send comments every video, which is great. I love that. And love getting the comments, because I reply to almost every comment. I'll patch them up later, I guess. And or if I don't reply, I put a thumbs up or something, because there's sometimes a lot of comments, and I take your advice and I look up the ideas, and sometimes they give me an idea for a car. I look up the car and I go, oh my goodness, that's great, I should do that car. That's how most of the ideas come from you guys. So don't be shy about sending in the comments. I will reply, especially if it's a nice comment. And we're trying to get as many views as we can on the videos. I put them up the same time every day, so if you're wherever you live, you can get up and hopefully watch the video at the same time every day, and get used to it. And my subscribers are going up, my views are going up. It's working out really well. Wow, I really blew it there, folks. I guess I'm gonna have to put a new smile on too. I don't think I can do the eyes though. We're gonna leave that as it is. Okay, I'll do the horns. What the heck? I'll do the horns in gray, and I might end up doing them red or black. I don't know yet. Now I'll do the wheels. It's taking a lot of paint. It's going to be fun. Okay, I'll do the other side. And then I'll put this to dry and come back and put the first coat of blue. And I know this is going to take 2 coats. No question about that. Okay, I'll do the 2 back wheels. I'll hold them by the horns. Okay. Wow, we're almost at Primer Miss Fritter. Look, I took a piece off my thumb right there. There, look at that. Primer Miss Fritter is here. Here you go, folks. Primer Miss. Oops. We'll patch that up. The one and only Primer Miss Fritter. You won't see this anywhere else on the internet. This is the only place you're going to see Primer Miss Fritter. And of course, we already have another painted Miss Fritter. Look, we have one side we have Zebra Miss Fritter. This is a plastic one, and this side we have Rainbow Miss Fritter. So we've already done that, but not in the die-cast version. So this is a really, really heavy die-cast one. This is awesome. Okay, I'll let this dry and come back, and we'll put on the first coat of blue. Okay, it looks like Primer Miss Fritter is dry. So let's put a big pile of blue paint. This is Dollar Store paint again. This is called Peacock Blue, and it almost perfectly matches the color of Doc Hudson and Fabulous Mater, of course. I can't wait to get this finished. This is going to be awesome. So let's do the back first to see how it looks. I know I'm going to put 2 coats on, so I'm not worried about the first coat. Just want to cover the whole thing in blue, and maybe I can figure out what color to paint the horns. If you were painting it, what color would you leave the horns? Gray, red, or black, or yellow? That's the other color. I can do yellow too. I might put some lights in the back too. Well, actually, you know what? This is Demolition Derby. I don't know if it has lights on Miss Fritter. They might be just painted on like stickers, same as all the other cars. Because this bus will probably get smashed up pretty good in the Demolition Derby, even though she's the school bus of doom, remember? That was an awesome movie. That was probably the best part of the whole movie, the Demolition Derby scene. But there was a lot of good parts in the movie, especially when Doc Hudson was showing his old ways, and he flipped over in the air and passed the guy at the finish line, and then Cruz Ramirez did the exact same thing to get ahead of Jackson Storm when Lightning became the crew chief. Remember that? Lightning was crew chief, giving her all these tips, and next thing you know, she went right up in the air and landed in front of Jackson Storm and kind of freaked him out actually. He didn't know what was going on. That was pretty good. I'm just going to do this, and then I'll do the roof, and I'll flip it around and do the whole front very carefully. I don't want to get those eyes screwed up, but it's so hard. I might have to change brushes too with a skinnier brush. Oh man, that looks like it's still wet in there. I got some gray, look. That's funny. I have to be more careful. Maybe it was just stuck on, maybe it was underneath the horns. It was wet. Because back here it's dry. I have that in the heat lamp, so it should be good and dry. This first coat's going on nice, folks. The second coat will go on even nicer. It'll be a really rich color. Look at that. It's going to be awesome. And if you find me repeating myself sometimes, like I said before, it's because I have to wait like 15-20 minutes before the paint dries, so I'm kind of coming back and forgot what I said sometimes, so I might end up saying the same thing twice or 3 times. And a lot of people will skip ahead. They won't stick around for the whole video, and they'll miss parts of it, and they won't hear what I said about thanking them for sending in the comments, for the ideas, and for the likes and the shares. It's very important to share. You know, you guys have a share button there. Share it with your friends on all the sites you go to, so you get more and more followers. My shares are up a lot in the last few months anyway. That's one good thing. Way up. Now this is going to be Saturday. It's going to be a great day for watching videos, and school I think is out pretty soon for the holidays, so a lot of kids will be home anyway watching them. Probably going to get a record number of views tomorrow like I did last week for Superfly. I got like a ton of views on Superfly in one day. I think it was a record. Okay, I'm not going to paint the stop sign. I'm going to try and leave that alone. And there's still some gray coming out from under the horn, so it wasn't dry, I guess. I'll have to leave that extra. Putting a second coat on anyway, so it doesn't matter. Now, okay, here goes the front, the hard part. Here goes. I might put red lights on that, just for show. And orange. Oh, that came perfect there. Oh yeah, so far so good, folks. And now I just have to do the fenders and the bumper, and the wheels I'm going to leave this time because they're going to be painted red and black, just like Doc Hudson, Fabulous Doc Hudson. Okay, here we go. I put it in the gray again, didn't I? Yeah, I put it right in the gray paint. I did that twice yesterday too. Okay, I'll fix that up later. The second coat will hide it. There we go. I suppose I could empty the jar out when I finish it, but I do that at the end. When I'm finished, I take it all out and clean all the dishes at the same time, and all the brushes, all the paint cups, I mean, the dish. Not the dishes, but these things here. Okay guys, it's almost ready. The first coat's almost on. What do you think? Is it looking good? How about hitting the like button if you like what you see so far, so I know you're watching and not skipping ahead. I'm gonna put a new smile on him anyway, so I'm just gonna leave, on her I mean, it's gonna leave that. I might put some more white on the eyes too. So I'm gonna leave the horns, and I'm gonna come back in a few minutes, put a second coat on this, folks. That's looking good so far. Okay, we're back, folks, and we're ready for the second coat, and I got lots of paint still left here. I'm gonna put a nice coat on top of that and bring out the color really well. It dries really fast. I put it on the heat lamp over there, and it dries in about 10 minutes. I need more paint. I don't want to be stingy with it, so I'm going to put lots of paint out. Sorry about the camera in the way there. And I decided I'm going to paint the horns red. As I was upstairs for a minute there waiting for it to dry, I'm going to do the horns red. The wheels in the center are going to be red. The tires are going to be black. I'm going to write number 50, Fabulous Miss Fritter on the side, number 58. That's going to be the key, because it's the same. She has a number, right? Because she's actually a race car. She's a demolition derby car. So they're always racing, so it's only fair to put her number back on. Does that make sense? You can send me your opinion if you want to. And also, I was going to mention too, if you find anything I did wrong, like let me know. Like one guy said I should have bent liability, and I didn't know it was bent because I don't have the actual car. So was it bent? I should have put it in the vise and bent it just to make it more authentic looking. And one guy said I have the car I painted, Ramon, All American USA, was actually listed on eBay by me to sell. So I had to remove it right away because how could you buy it? Because I actually repainted it, and that's another lesson learned. Don't repaint the cars. I did it to Sally the other day. I repainted Sally as Patty, and I painted All American USA Ramon as liability because I didn't want to use up another Ramon. Okay, so I learned a lesson. Grab him by the horns, turn him around. One guy mentioned also he's going to start his own painting videos. I mean, painting cars and put them on YouTube. That'll be great. and the more the better actually, because I'd like to see more people doing it. This is lots of fun, and you get a lot more use out of your cars that way if you like to play with them. And I bet you some of you guys have older family members that have the toy cars put away somewhere. Nobody plays with them anymore because they grew out of it, but they're probably still there at the house. You can take them out and make a nice little collection, put them on any one of your social media sites to show everybody. I put them on YouTube. If I knew how to show it, you can send it to me, but I don't want to do that, so I don't know how I could do that unless you sent me a link to a video. Then I put the link in my video. That's all in my description. I mean, let's say here, check out this guy's cars. He paints them too. I'm gonna have a hard job painting those orange red without getting the paint everywhere. Luckily I got lots of blues though. Okay, I got the sides done. Now the front, the hard part. The hardest part is the detail work, and that seems to get the most attention. Whenever I start doing detail, everybody starts watching really close, because I can see it in the analytics when I look at what the kids are watching. When they're watching the video, they're watching detail, like really slow painting. They don't watch much of the primer stuff. Probably pretty boring, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna leave this dry for quite a long time, and when I come back I'll put 2 coats of red on the horns and possibly 2 coats on the wheels, and the tires have to be painted black, so I got a special brush for them so I don't get any on the red like I did with liability. This is looking good, guys. There, that's the second coat of blue on Fabulous Miss Fritter. So now I'm gonna get a brush and put some red on the wheels and see how they turn out. I mean, I can only do 2 at once, so I'm holding it. I might have 2 coats on there too. Maybe I'll hold it by the horns again and do the front ones too. I'm going to paint the tires black anyway, so it doesn't matter if I get any on the tires. Let's see if this works out. Yes, I can do it. Okay, lots of red. I can do all 4 at once to save some time. Okay, and the last one. There, 4 big red tires. Wheels, I mean, and I'm not going to bother with the horns until it dries. So I'll put that to dry, and we'll come back later and put the red on the horns and Fabulous Miss Fritter on the side and some black on the tires. Alright folks, we're back. The second coat's complete and it's excellent so far. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get a brush and do those wheels red again, and then I'm going to do the horns while I'm here. I got the red out. I'm going to do the horns, let it dry, and then I can start working on the tires. Of course, they have to be black, and I have to write Fabulous Miss Fritter on the side, and the number 58 I think I'm going to use, same as Lightning McQueen as his number. I'm going to use Miss Fritter's number since she is a race car, and I'm going to try and come up with some other ideas for stuff on the sides and stuff. I don't know yet. I have to look. I got some new brushes too, so hopefully I'll be able to do that a little fancier. I'm not a very good articulate writer when it comes to making the wording. I guess it probably has to do with the fact that I'm holding the car in my hand and I'm holding it focused on the camera and talking at the same time. Makes it hard to do all at once. Whoa, that looks pretty mean so far. I'm going to put 2 coats on the horns, of course, because the first coat's just like it's going to cover up the blue more than anything. Whoops, I got some red back there. I have to touch that up. Okay, some more over here I missed. Wow, that's pretty cool. I couldn't wait to do this. I couldn't wait. I was dying to do Miss Fritter as Fabulous Miss Fritter for a while, and I know a lot of you guys were too. And thanks for edging me on too, because I kept putting it off. But Saturday's a big day for me. It's the biggest day of the week. That's why I waited till Saturday. And I got nothing. Whoops, right in the wheel. Look, my fingers there and there. Okay, no problem. I can fix that. Yeah, I'll wait till Saturday and Sunday for the ones I wanted to do the most. And keep sending your ideas in, folks. If you can think of something. I did most of the Demolition Derby. I'm going to run out of ideas soon. If you want me to paint some other, what else will keep you guys interested? What can I do to make you guys want to come back and watch more videos, I guess? I did one Thomas the Train Car, or 2 actually. I did Thomas McQueen, you know. Kachuchu, remember that? Kachuchu? It didn't get a whole lot of views, so I guess it wasn't very popular. But some people liked it. The guy that wanted it liked it. And I'm going to come back in a few minutes, put another coat on here, folks. Leave this dry. Put it back in the heat lamp. And then we can work on the side. Fabulous Miss Fritter number. Actually, the number's going back here, 58. And Fabulous Miss Fritter. Okay, we'll come back in a few minutes. Okay, folks, the first coat of the horns came good. I'll put another coat on right now. I may have to put 3 on, you never know. I just want to make sure they're good and red. As red as I can get them, because that's part of the best part of Miss Fritter, the School Bus of Doom. I might write that on the roof actually. School Bus of Doom. Yeah, that came pretty nice. Maybe it does need 3 coats, folks. I'm gonna do the tires black right now while I got the tires are dry, the red part. So I'm just gonna put the black on the tires and get that out of the way. And then when I finish that off, if I have to put a 3rd coat on, I will, on the horns to make them bright red. The paint's bright red, but when I'm painting over these, it's kind of primed and everything, but it didn't come very dark, so I want this dark. I'll see how it looks when it dries. Nice. Looking good. Yes, like I said, keep sending your suggestions in. I know I keep saying it over and over again, but I do listen to them. Oh, wow, look at that. Holy, that's great. Okay, now let's get the black for the tires. Okay, I'll put that right here. Okay, and I have a brush, medium-sized brush for the tires. I can hopefully do the tires the same as I do them. I hold the tire and spin it like this here so I can get it all on without making it messy. Look at that. That's a good tip, folks. Now if I can do the front one the same way without getting my thumb into the other one. I just put my finger on the horn on the other side. I'll have to touch that up now. That looks good. Now I'll have to touch up the horns again where I put my finger in it, but that's okay. Yeah, lots of paint. I actually had to go out and buy new primer paint just now for tomorrow's video. I mean, for the next day's video. Look like that on the top too. I have to put some blue touch up on too. Wow, that looks good, folks. Now I'm going to touch up where I messed up. Right here. Oh, darn it. And I have to put them on the top too, where I put the blue. Actually, it doesn't hurt to have an extra coat of paint down. Okay, I'm gonna grab my extra brush here with some blue, and I'll touch up right here where I put my finger on that with black paint. Okay, let's see how that looks. And a little more right here. I see I ruined that brush. Okay. I'll put some blue. Yeah, see? Not hard to make mistakes. Okay, there. Let that dry now. Okay, folks, we're back. I'm going to try and put a bigger red smile on Miss Fritter's face with this bright red paint. I know I left it open a bit. I thought I could leave it, but I want to really make it look more devious. And of course it's Miss Fritter, so it's probably red lipstick. Probably lots of red paint there. Okay, how's that look? Oh, that looks better. Good. And let's see. I want to write the number 50, actually 58. It's Fabulous Miss Fritter. Look, Doc Hudson has 51 in the 4 corners of the roof. I was going to write, I might write School Bus of Doom there yet. I just need a different paintbrush. There we go, and hopefully I don't have to be as accurate because this is a big bus. I can write 51 in big letters, in big numbers. And 51 over here, in this corner. And same over here. There's 4 of them times, actually. 4 times I've written 51. Actually, I should have wrote 58. Right, okay. Let's erase that out and start again, folks. I'll leave this dry again. I shouldn't have wrote 51 there. And it didn't come that nice either. It wasn't that neat. So we're going to erase. That's how you erase when you're painting. You just cover it up. And we'll do something else instead. Okay, maybe I can write the word fabulous on the side. It's going to be Fabulous Miss Fritter. So I'm going to get the white paint instead. While that's drying, I'm going to get the white paint and write Fabulous. And then yellow paint for Miss Fritter. Watch. See? Okay, where's my white paint? There we go. That's enough. Let's see how that turns out. We'll try that instead. Fabulous in white. Instead of trying to streak it, I'm just putting the dabs down. Wow, that looks good, guys. Thanks. That's a good tip. I should have thought of that a long time ago. Fabulous. Now in yellow, I'll do Miss Fritter. I'll try and make it smaller. Fabulous Miss Fritter. Wow, that is good. Now I'm going to try and make the M a little bit bigger. Okay, that's perfect. And maybe I can write the number 58 on the back, because that's where the number is. Not 51 like I did on the roof when I tried to erase it out. Alright guys, this is awesome. Nice. Okay, and on the engine hood, I don't want to put too much there. I can put, probably not put anything there. But what about our headlights? Will I make them bright yellow or bright white? What do you think? She's not wearing any headlights right now, but I guess I could put white headlights on. Why not? That looks cool. And what about the red lights up here? In the back, of course, she has red lights up here. And maybe the yellow. Oh, actually, it's orange for amber, right? This pink goes a long way, folks. I'm gonna put an amber blob right there. And one here. I'm gonna put the red back on again because it seems to have changed color. Blob. Yeah, it's drying. That looks cool. And I'm gonna put some more red on top of that red. Looks nice. I'm gonna leave it dry before I do any more. I want to come back and write Fabulous Miss Fritter on the other side, and then we'll be just about done. I would like to write Doom on the roof though, and number 58. There, let's leave that dry. Okay, folks, we're back. We're getting pretty close to being finished here. I am going to write School Bus of Doom across the top, because that was pretty funny. And I'm going to do it probably in yellow, because that seems to be the color I'm going to work with the best. School Bus of Doom. Now, I asked you guys in the last video for suggestions for Jackson Storm as a demolition derby car, and some people are sending me ideas, so I really appreciate that. And if I get more ideas, I might be able to put them all together and make a nice, crazy demolition derby car for Jackson Storm. School Bus of Doom. Perfect. Now, on the side, I'm going to get the white paint out and write Fabulous. Same as that side. Fabulous Miss Fritter. And here's my white paint right here. I'm going to be very careful. This is the picture side now. I'm going to do this in dots if I can. Okay, I got a little bit of a yellow in the center of the blue. I got a brand new paintbrush. Perfect. Fabulous Miss Fritter, and I have to write the number 58 in the corners, and that's in yellow. So I'm gonna try and use this new brush and write 51 here. I mean 58, sorry. We have to use the blue to make another dot right in the middle of that. There, 58, you can see that. And for the, I'm gonna write something, maybe it's a lightning bolt or something. What do you think? Well, I do the bumper in black, of course. The bumper has to be black on the front and the back. That's gonna come nice. And the back bumper. I think this is my best one yet, folks. I know I made a lot of the Demolition Derby cars. They come out really nice, but Miss Fritter as Fabulous Miss Fritter, wow, looking good. Will I highlight the mouth in white? What do you think? I'll see what happens. I can always change it back. I want to do the outside of her mouth in white, just to highlight a little bit more. Ooh, it looks kind of ragged. That's nice. That's Miss Fritter. Yes, the school bus of doom. And how about some lightning bolts on the engine hood? Skinny little lightning bolts. Nice. And on the side fender there. Cool. Okay. All right, folks. And now one more little thing. I'm gonna take the red and put more red on these horns to make them even really redder. Well, that's the final product, folks. Miss Fritter, the school bus of doom. Let's clean this up and get some nice pictures. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, drum roll, please. Louder drum roll. This has to be my best custom yet, folks. I think it is Fabulous Miss Fritter from the school bus of doom. And we have an original still in the box. In case you're wondering, I wouldn't destroy the only one I have because you can buy them everywhere now. And this is a perfect match for our other Fabulous cars, Fabulous Cruz Ramirez, Fabulous Jackson Storm, Fabulous Dusty, and Fabulous Lightning McQueen. Wow, this is awesome. Anyway, folks, keep the ideas coming. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Please share it, hit the like button, and hit this button here. You can watch more of our videos, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.